Okay, talk about some changes coming up to your Social Security benefits. Here are some changes that could be coming to your Social Security benefits. Um, while the debt ceiling talks have put Social Security payments in the news, one topic that's been put on the back burner is the deadline Congress faces to shore up the program. Social Security trust funds for retirement disability benefits are projected to be only 70% in promised death benefits by 2034. To fix that, Congress could consider several major adjustments, and here's what they can mean. The debt ceiling debate has sparked conversation about whether Social Security payments will still go out in time. However, Congress still faces another deadline with regard to the nation's largest Social Security insurance program. At just 13 years, the trust fund Social Security relies on to pay retirement and disability benefits will be depleted. So that means Social Security can run out in 13 years. According to the most recent Social Security trustees reports, while benefits checks will still go out, just 78% of prime benefits will be payable at that time. So not necessarily your checks will be cut by 78%, won't be completely go out in 13 years. The recent trust the recent trustees report bumped up the estimated depletion date by 1 year, a better outcome than that had been initially feared when the COVID-19 pandemic first set in. And while the clock is ticking for lawmakers to act, to maintain confidence in this valuable program and avoid precipitous cuts in 2034, Congress needs to address the program's 75-year deficit. A recent report from the Center for Retirement Research at Boston College says there are multiple ways lawmakers could treat benefits to improve the program's solvency. The general consensus is that it would require raising taxes, cutting benefits, or a combination of both. Moreover, the sooner the Congress acts, the less dramatic the changes will have to be. Currently, Social Security benefits are subject to federal income taxes. If your combined income exceeds a certain threshold, this includes other income reported on tax returns such as wages, self-employment, interest, and dividends. Up to 50% of beneficiaries' checks may be taxed if their income is between $25,000 and $34,000, and they file their taxes individually of between $32,000 and $44,000, and they file jointly with their spouse. Up to 85% of benefits are subject to taxes if an individual has more than $34,000 in combined income or more than $44,000 for a married couple. Lawmakers could change those terms in order to bring more money into the system, said Larry Katkoff, a professor of economics at Boston University and president of Economic Security, planning a provider of financial planning tools. Those taxes could be accelerated, raising the 50% threshold to 85% and the 85% threshold to 100%. Kotloff said. Alternatively, those income taxes could be lowered, he said. Higher taxation on the benefit income could be politically easier for Congress to do, Kotloff said. Payroll, payroll taxes can increase. Workers contribute 6.2% of their paychecks into Social Security, which is matched by their employers. However, those payroll taxes only apply up to $142,800 as of 2021. So anybody above $142,800, anything above that is not going to Social Security. That limit can be raised so that workers with income well above the threshold continue to pay into the system. President Joe Biden has proposed reapplying the Social Security payroll tax for wages above $400,000, in effect creating a donut hole between the current cap and at that level in which these payroll taxes could kick in again, because the limit on payroll taxes is adjusted every year. That gap would eventually close. Additionally, the 6.26 statute rate could be increased, so it might actually increase more than 6.2%. The rate has not been adjusted in many years, said Martha Sheldon, president of the National Association of Budget Social Security Analysis. Even moving it up by just a tenth of a percent or a hundredth of a percent can make a big difference with 167 million workers paying into the system, she said. The cumulative effect of 176 million people paying a tiny bit more would have a big impact, Shading said. The full retirement age could be raised. In 1983, Congress mandated the full retirement age could gradually raise to 67 to 65, and that is still being phased in today. So that is still being phased in today. Just moving to age 67 from 67 resulted in 5% benefit cut that took 40 years to take full effect, said Joe Lysa, founder and president at Clovis, a Social Security claiming software company. The move from 65 wasn't as drastic because so-called delayed retirement credits for benefits who waited to claim were simultaneously increased to 8 to 3%. A Laser said Congress could consider raising the retirement age again, but many argue that could make sense because people often waiting longer to retire anyway. Yet implementing such a change could be tricky because that resulted in a bigger reduction for people who claim retirement benefits when they were first eligible at age 62, so they're still eligible at age 62 for early benefits, or who may no longer be able to work. While the extent of the future changes to the program is unknown, the key for individuals and families is to stress that their retirement plans, at least you have to get a good idea whether you are reasonable on track, even with the full Social Security benefit, like I said, and then the second step would be to say, how would it impact me specifically if I experience a benefit cut? So that's about it for that. I'm going to go and load this video up and comment, like, and subscribe below.